y'all. It's my favorite lid. Whoop, whoop. Favorite lid. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright. Put a little bit of bacon grease in there. Then I've got 1 serving of bacon pieces, which is 7 grams. Or, yeah, I think 7 grams. You have to just read your package. I'm also going to do just like 1 serving, which is 5 grams. I did this yesterday. It's sun-dried tomatoes. I like them. Just gave a little bit, like some people put ketchup in their scrambled eggs. My ex-husband used to do that, and that used to gross me out. But I tried it after we got divorced, and I'm like, oh, well, maybe he wasn't an idiot about that topic after all. So, all right, put back there. Now I'm gonna cover it and let it all kind of just, I don't know, simmer together. That's probably not the right term, but anyway, I'm gonna let it all cook a little bit. Heat up the bacon pieces and kind of sweat out the bacon the bacon grease from the bacon pieces. Well, I don't know if sauteing is the right word, whatever the word is. While that's going, I'm gonna go on and put cheese on my wraps here. And I'm putting half on one wrap and half on the other. So I'm just kind of spreading it out on half of this one. I'm going to flip that over just so I can get to it. And then I'll do half on this side. It worked doing the parchment paper yesterday. When I got to work, I was able to microwave it for about 30 seconds, and it worked out really well. Instead of, because I did microwave it at home before I was microwaving this before I put the egg on it. The bad thing about that is that the egg wrap got hard and kind of chewy, and I didn't like that. So I'm just kind of cutting up the little tomato strips here. Just kind of cooking all that together here. Getting that tomatoey flavor on all of the bacon pieces, and so that way it all can have that same flavor there. I'll cover it for another minute or so. I'm still in my pajamas, so that way if anything gets, if it splatters on me, I don't ruin my work clothes. Gotta use that noggin sometimes, Terry. Get my eggs added. So I've been thinking about, I got home too late to walk the dogs last night, but now that it's dark, where I was walking around the school, there's an apartment complex on the other side of the school, and it's a little on the sketchy side. Part of it is sketchy and part of it's not, so what I've thought about, I've been kind of rerouting in my head where the dogs and I can walk, and so I'm going to try it tonight when I get home from work. I don't have anything planned, so when I get home it'll be not dark, but getting dark. So wherever I walk, I have to be comfortable with being with just me and the dogs and a single female. Of course, I know who's going to walk up on 4 dogs, but still, I got to be prepared. So, anyway, so I think I got it figured out what we're going to do. And then I've also been thinking about, If you ever watched any of my old videos, I used to do like an egg bake on the weekends in a big 9x13 skillet. So I know I just said I didn't want to do it because it'd just be more meal prep, but what I'm considering is doing, you know, a dozen eggs on the weekend and measuring out everything that I would do for this, and then do it in a 9x13, and then cut it into 6 pieces for the week, and then you know, I could do fried eggs at home on the weekend. That's not a big deal. But anyway, so I'm thinking about it. Since I didn't have any meal prep this weekend, it might be a good time to try it back out. One thing I remember is it stuck to the pan real bad, and I hated that. It seemed like no matter how much I sprayed it, it stuck. So I don't know. That's something I'll have to kind of try out. But yeah, so I'm kind of thinking about doing that. And here I was saying that this would maybe slow me down and I'd get to work a little later. No, it doesn't. It takes like, you know, 5 minutes to do this, and it doesn't slow me down enough to help me be closer to on time. The only thing that gets me closer to on time is if I have to take the dog to the vet. Then I'm you know, on time. But I just have a problem. So now I put it on. I cut it in half. These Egg Life wraps they're very handy and low carb and good. Since they're small, you can't roll them up like a burrito style, so you just fold them over. These were, in the past, I made a grilled cheese sandwich on them. You could put lunch meat and a grilled cheese on it. You could do, you know, a lunch meat and then cook it in your skillet and have like a grilled cheese sandwich. So, but that's gonna be my breakfast. I'm gonna put it in my container. Hold on. I had this other half of the parchment paper left over. So, I'm gonna put it down. Here's another reason why I did not want to do a bunch of meal prep for this. You know, I already have so many containers that I wash during the week, you know. I've got my lunch, I've got my supper, and I've got my vegetable. And so I really did not want one more container to have to wash. So that's why I've been doing this, putting it on the parchment paper and putting it in here, which I probably could put it in a Ziploc bag, but then I'll be having to use up Ziploc bags and throw them away. So I don't know. I haven't decided everything yet. You know, just like maintenance, I'm seeing what works. So what I've been doing is this, and then covering it, and then after I eat it, you know, then the condensation from the hot Egg Life, from the hot burrito, it gets wet inside. So after I eat it, I leave it open to the air until I bring it home, and then I set it on the counter, and then let the condensation evaporate. So I don't know. Like I said, I don't want to have to wash a bunch of more dishes or containers. So I'm still trying to figure it all out. So we'll see. I'll probably end up putting it in containers, and who knows. But this is working for now. So okay, bye. See you at lunch. Shh, watch. He crawls under the covers, and they wrestle through the covers. He keeps his face under the covers, and they play grabby face. That's why I come home and my covers are all messed up. That's how they play. Sometimes he goes all the way under the covers, and they just wrestle through the covers. They have the best time. The other two don't really play like these two do. These two really play and have a good time. These silly puppers. Okay, back to food. She just goes to town. She sounds so mean. can't zoom out. What's going on here? Get him, girl. There we go. Get him, girl. Chew his face off. Chew his face off. Chew his face off. Girl, boy. Not that it matters, but get him, girl. Get him, girl. Get him. Get her, Sam. Get her, Sammy. There he is, grabbing the covers, fixing to go under. Okay, sorry, back to food. Good morning, I'm hungry. You saw me make my breakfast burritos, and now I'm going to eat my breakfast burritos. So here it is, and it's in my container. I didn't even microwave it, but it's still kind of warm, so. I forgot salt and pepper, but it's okay. It still tastes good. Okay, bye. Hello, lunch today is some cabbage. I think I put this at the end of the last video. Anyway, it is the cabbage with some salad dressing on it. And then I made this actually. What is today? I don't even know what today is. Today's Wednesday. I made this Monday night for Tuesday, but I couldn't bring it. Man, you can just see all that seasoning. Look at this lid. I remember watching last night as I was editing the video. I'm like, good night, that's a lot of seasoning. Let me mix it up and I'll show you. Hang on. Okay, so along with my 8 ounces of 73%, I remember thinking, man, that's a lot of seasoning and such a small amount of meat. But let's see how it tastes. Ow. That's definitely potent, but that's good stuff, Maynard. So, by the end of this, I'm going to be sniffing and breathing well. And then my cabbage. It's that tricolor coleslaw cabbage. Has a mixture of red cabbage and green cabbage and some carrots. And then salad dressing on it. So let's see what we think of this. Oh yeah, I forgot I put sesame seeds on it too. Oh, that's gonna be my lunch today. See you later. Hello, it's supper time. Let's see, what am I gonna use? That lunch was, was that flavorful? Man, that was a lot of spices. It was good, but holy smokes, it was a lot of spices. That's funny. So some everything bagel, a little bit of Greek seasoning here. This is the garlic and herb. Put a little of that in there. I want to do some adobo. And I'm going to do a little bit of paprika. And along with that, I got to have a little bit of slap your mama. Now, let's stir all that up. And see what we think. I showed my coworker today. I was showing her, telling her how good everything was. And then I showed her the video of me making it. And she was like, that's a lot of seasonings. I'm like, I know. But it was really, really good. It wasn't bad or anything. It was just super flavorful. So if you watched my last, let's see, was that yesterday's video? Yeah, I think it was yesterday's video. Is the one I made with all the seasonings. All right, let's see. Just a little salt, not much. So supper is 200 grams of fried turnips. Is that pan-fried turnips. And then 8 ounces of 73% ground beef. So that is going to be my supper tonight. All right, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Or actually, I'll show you in my next video tomorrow what I'm going to have for tomorrow morning for lunch. Okay, bye. Here's my macros for the day. Not too bad, 1900, but it's fine. Okay, bye.